Hi guys, my name is Tiffany and welcome back to another video. So I thought in this one it'd be fun to share with you guys if I could teleport myself back then. What are some things I would tell myself while I was in nursing school?
'Cause anywhere you feels right, anywhere you feels like Paris in the train, Paris in the train. When I'm with you, when I'm with you, Paris in the train, Paris in the train.
So it's been a while since I last graduated, and it's very interesting because there was a time in nursing school where I would pray for the day that I would land my dream job, and I would pray to be where I am right now. And so I would actually want to tell myself these things if I could teleport back in time. That one, Tiffany, stop stressing out. So while I was in nursing school, I stressed myself out so much. And one thing that I do to myself all the time is that I always beat myself up. So I always want to make sure that I have the best grades and that I'm doing the best that I possibly can while I'm nursing school, making sure that I'm doing all these extracurriculars. I was doing volunteering. I was part of a club. I did work study. So I worked in a simulation lab. I also did tutoring as well, and I was a mentor too. So I just drowned myself in nursing. And one thing that I wish is that I wish I had more time for myself. And some things that I would tell myself back then is make time for yourself, do a lot of self-care, just make the most out of your experience with your friends, because that's something you're going to miss a lot now, is that you don't have those group of people with you all the time anymore. So make the most out of your experiences with them, go on hikes with them if you need to, go to the beach, spend more time with them, because you're going to miss those memories a lot. The next thing I would tell myself is the friendships that I did make in nursing school are actually some of my lifelong friends now. So I can't imagine my life without some of the friends that I made while I was in nursing school. They were my biggest support systems through nursing school, and even now with my life now, there's a lot of things going on. We basically kind of just grow together. We learned so much about each other, and we got a lot closer as we graduated. And so I'm so thankful for the friendships that I have, and I really can't imagine my life without them. So I'm very thankful to you guys. Thank you so much for sticking around with me and going through all of the crap that I put you guys through with my venting and hanging out with you guys. It's always been such a great time, and seriously, I don't know what my life would be like if I did not go to school with you guys and meet you guys there. So another tip I would tell myself is to make the most out of your clinical experience. So I did a video on how to make the most out of your clinical experiences, and of course there's a lot of things you're going to learn while you're in clinicals, but one thing that's very important is to do some networking too. And one thing that I'm really bad at is trying to put myself out there sometimes, and I get really nervous about trying to make connections, but it's so important for you to do that, whether it's with the nurses that you work with, or you could also be like a manager on the unit. So see if you can kind of get your way through and see if you can get someone's contact, get close to the people on your unit, and maybe possibly they can give you a job once you graduate. So lastly, the one thing I would tell myself is that you will be successful. There were so many nights where I cried and just had mental breakdowns wondering if I would ever be successful and if I would ever land my dream job. And I prayed that one day I could just be happy and just be working, because I was just so tired of doing lectures and going to classes and all of that. And I just wanted to actually finally start working, and I didn't think that I would be able to be where I am now. And especially during my job interview process, I just felt like it was just never ending. And I did actually spend 6 months looking for the job that I'm currently working at now. So it took quite a while. There were some people that got lucky and got hired right out of nursing school. There were some people that had pending jobs waiting for them. I was not one of those people. I actually got rejected from a lot of major hospitals that I applied to, and I looked everywhere and anywhere. I even applied out of state, and it was just one of these moments where I felt like, am I ever going to land the job of my dreams? I would just cry myself to sleep thinking that it wasn't possible and that all this hard work that I did in nursing school was for nothing. But one thing I wish I could tell myself back then, especially while I was doing my interviews and doing my job hunting, is that you will land the job of your dreams. I can't even imagine if someone told me that I would be where I am right now and that I would be traveling the world, especially because that was always one of my dreams, to be able to work and travel the world and see the world. And I get to do both. And it's so crazy to me that I'm able to live my dream and that I'm able to do all that I've ever wanted to do, and I never thought it would be possible. And so this is a tip, especially for you guys. You will be successful, trust me. Do not doubt yourself. You came this far. You worked so hard. Don't give up. And I know that it may seem endless and that, you know, all the job hunting and that going through nursing school is such a struggle, and is it worth it? And I did do a video on that, whether nursing school was worth it for me. And I actually thought about quitting too, and I thought that it wasn't possible and that I was just stressing myself out. But now that I'm looking back on it, I am so glad I went through it, and I'm so happy to be where I am now, and I'm learning so much on my job. I am so happy that I was able to specialize in one of the units that is super difficult to get into. So find that passion of yours out there, keep going, keep chasing the dream, and one day you will land where you are, and you will look back at yourself and you're going to be so glad that you were able to push through it. And I really want you to be able to find that for yourself. So you will be successful, I promise you. It may take some time, just trust the process and you will get there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.
'Cause anywhere with you feels right. Anywhere with you feels like Paris in the rain. Paris in the rain.